In a resounding victory for fairness and due process, a federal judge delivered a landmark ruling, overturning the Trump administration's mass firings of federal employees. This decision marks a significant turning point in the fight for workers' rights within the federal system. The court's decision sent shockwaves through various government agencies, highlighting the importance of adhering to established legal protocols, marking a pivotal moment in the ongoing struggle to protect the rights of public servants. This ruling underscores the necessity of a fair and just process for all employees. Thousands of employees, unjustly stripped of their livelihoods, faced an uncertain future. The emotional and financial toll on these individuals and their families was immense. We're offered a glimmer of hope as the judge mandated their reinstatement. This decision not only restores their jobs, but also their dignity and sense of security. This ruling serves as a powerful testament to the importance of judicial independence and the rule of law, ensuring that no administration can act with impunity, particularly in the face of executive overreach. The judiciary's role as a check on executive power is crucial in maintaining the balance of our democratic system. The judge's decision was not merely a victory for the affected employees, but a resounding affirmation of the principle that the government must be held accountable for its actions. This accountability is fundamental to the trust between the government and its citizens. The Trump administration's blatant disregard for established legal procedures was met with a firm and unequivocal rebuke, setting a crucial precedent for future administrations. This ruling sends a clear message that the rule of law must be respected, regardless of political agendas. This landmark ruling serves as a beacon of hope for those who believe in the sanctity of the law and the importance of a government that operates with transparency and integrity. It is a reminder that justice can prevail even in the face of significant challenges. The court's decision is a powerful reminder that the pursuit of justice often requires unwavering determination and a steadfast commitment to upholding the rights of all citizens, regardless of their political affiliations. This ruling exemplifies the resilience of our legal system in protecting those rights. It underscores the essential role of an independent judiciary in safeguarding the very fabric of our democracy. The independence of the judiciary is a cornerstone of our democratic values. As we move forward, it is imperative that we learn from this pivotal moment in history and remain vigilant in our efforts to ensure that such a blatant disregard for the rule of law never happens again. Vigilance and active participation are key to preserving our democratic institutions. The judge's ruling stands as a testament to the enduring power of our legal system and the unwavering pursuit of justice. It serves as a beacon of hope for those who believe in the promise of a government that operates within the bounds of the law and respects the rights of all its citizens. This ruling is a reminder that the fight for justice is ongoing and requires our collective effort, and respects the rights of all its citizens. As we move forward, it is our collective responsibility to ensure that this victory for fairness and accountability serves as a lasting precedent for generations to come. Let this moment inspire us to continue striving for a just and equitable society. Leandra Bailey, a dedicated public servant with an exemplary record, found herself caught in the crosshairs of the Trump administration's sweeping termination policy. This policy, which many have criticized for its lack of transparency and fairness, has affected numerous federal employees across various departments. A physical science information specialist based in Albuquerque, Bailey was abruptly fired despite receiving a fully successful performance review just days prior. Her colleagues were equally shocked, as Bailey was known for her dedication and professionalism. Her termination notice, a cold and impersonal form letter, provided no explanation for her dismissal, leaving her bewildered and distraught. The lack of communication and clarity only added to her distress, making it difficult for her to understand the reasons behind her sudden job loss. Bailey's story is not unique. It is a chilling reflection of the countless federal employees who were unjustly targeted by the administration's reckless actions. These terminations have created a ripple effect, causing widespread anxiety and uncertainty among public servants. These individuals, many of whom had dedicated their careers to serving the American people, were stripped of their livelihoods without warning or justification. The abrupt nature of these firings left many scrambling to find new employment and support their families. Their dismissals, often shrouded in secrecy and devoid of due process, left them feeling betrayed and deeply disillusioned. The emotional toll on these employees and their families cannot be overstated as they grappled with the sudden upheaval in their lives. The arbitrary nature of these firings, often targeting individuals based on their perceived political affiliations rather than their job performance, raised serious concerns about the erosion of meritocratic principles within the federal government. This has led to a growing mistrust in the system meant to protect and serve the public. The Trump administration's actions sent shockwaves through the ranks of public servants, creating a climate of fear and uncertainty. Many employees began to question their own job security and the future of their careers in public service. Many employees, fearing that they too could be targeted, began to censor their own views, eroding the free exchange of ideas that is essential to a functioning democracy. This self-censorship stifled innovation and collaboration, further impacting the effectiveness of federal agencies. The case of Leandra Bailey serves as a stark reminder of the human cost of these politically motivated purges. It highlights the vulnerability of public servants who, despite their dedication, can find themselves at the mercy of political whims. It underscores the devastating impact that such actions can have on the lives of dedicated public servants and their families. The emotional and financial strain on these families is profound, often leading to long-term consequences. More importantly, it highlights the urgent need to protect the integrity of the civil service and ensure that all federal employees are treated with fairness and respect, regardless of their political beliefs. Upholding these principles is crucial for maintaining a just and effective government that truly serves its people. The federal judge presiding over the case did not mince words in his condemnation of the Trump administration's actions. His remarks were sharp and unambiguous, reflecting the gravity of the situation. He characterized the mass firings as a blatant attempt to circumvent legal requirements, a move that undermined the very foundation of lawful governance. Labeling the administration's justifications as sham declarations designed to frustrate the judge's ability to get to the truth. He made it clear that such tactics would not be tolerated. The court's scathing rebuke sent a clear message that the rule of law cannot be so easily disregarded. It was a stern reminder that legal norms and procedures are not optional. The judge's ruling went beyond simply reinstating the fired employees. It was a comprehensive critique of the administration's approach. It delivered a powerful indictment of the Trump administration's disregard for established legal norms, emphasizing the importance of adhering to the rule of law. The court found that the administration had failed to provide any credible evidence to support its claims that the firings were necessary for the efficient operation of the government. This lack of evidence was a critical point in the judge's decision. Instead, the evidence suggested that the terminations were motivated by political considerations, a clear violation of the employees' First Amendment rights. This revelation added a layer of gravity to the court's findings. The court's decision to order the reinstatement of the fired employees was a significant victory for the principle of due process. It underscored the necessity of fair treatment in employment practices. The judge recognized that the employees had been denied their right to a fair hearing and an opportunity to challenge their dismissals. This recognition was crucial in the final ruling. By ordering their reinstatement, the court sent a clear message that the government cannot simply cast aside its employees, without affording them basic procedural protections. This was a pivotal moment in the case. This landmark ruling serves as a powerful reminder that the judiciary plays a vital role in holding the other branches of government accountable to the law. It highlighted the checks and balances inherent in the system. The court's willingness to stand up to the executive branch and protect the rights of individuals is a testament to the enduring strength of our democratic institutions. It reaffirms the judiciary's role as a guardian of justice and fairness. Central to the Trump administration's defense of the mass firings was the assertion that the affected employees were still within their probationary periods and therefore subject to dismissal without cause. However, the judge saw through this thinly veiled attempt to circumvent long-standing employment protections. He meticulously deconstructed the administration's arguments, exposing the probationary period claim as a calculated gimmick designed to strip employees of their rights. The judge's dismantling of the probationary period argument was methodical and comprehensive. He pointed out that many of the employees had been employed for well over a year, far exceeding the standard probationary period for federal positions. Furthermore, he noted that the administration had failed to provide any evidence that these employees had been notified of their probationary status or that their performance had been deemed unsatisfactory. The court's rejection of the probationary period ploy was a significant victory for federal employees. It reaffirmed the principle that the government cannot simply invent justifications to circumvent established employment protections. The ruling sent a clear message that the government must adhere to the same standards of fairness and due process that apply to private employees. This aspect of the ruling has far-reaching implications for the future of federal employment law. It establishes a precedent that will make it more difficult for future administrations to engage in similar tactics to target employees for political reasons. By upholding the rights of these federal employees, the court has strengthened the protections afforded to all government workers.